welcome to Lightwaves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews of flashlights, rechargeable lanterns, and other portable light sources, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon to miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us we have the Streamlight Microstream USB. This is a lithium-ion powered rechargeable flashlight. I got this off a lightning deal on Amazon for $23. Typically these retail for $29. What a good deal. I was excited to get this because I own the regular Microstream and this USB promised higher output. So let's see what we got. Got this white box. I wasn't sure when I first got it. It said bulk box and I'm like, wait a minute, is this legit or not? So I contacted the company and said, yes, it's legit. They offer their flashlights in bulk boxes and in blister packaging. So you get the flashlight like this or like this. So this came in the white box, not a big deal. A lot of stuff inside here. So I took everything out. I'll show you what you get. First thing you get is a neck lanyard. I don't know if you'll use this or not. I probably won't, unless you have an idea. This might be useful for you, but for most, probably not something you're going to be using. But at least I gave it to you. Not bad. Next, we got a really long... This thing's the smallest cable I've seen. And you guys who watch all the portable radio reviews I do, you know that this is probably the smallest cable I've ever reviewed. This is a micro USB charging cable to charge the flashlight. Yeah, I didn't measure it, but it's not very long. It's Streamlight branded, and yes, I guess this will work in a pinch, but feel free to use a longer cable. That is pretty funny. Next, we have Streamlight Microstream USB, manual instructions. Okay, so let's see what we got here. One thing I noticed a few minutes before I started this video, I looked at this, and interesting fact, there is a note in here. It talks about a different flashlight. Okay, so this is neat. 2 light output modes. The black color, low and high. I noticed my flashlight doing that. Turned it on, it always starts in low and goes to high for the secondary. The Coyote color, which is that brown colored one, or desert colored, starts out at high and goes to low. So if you want your flashlight to start out as high and goes to low, get the Coyote color. So that's awesome to give you 2 different choices there. Very nice. Okay, so yeah, this is a really basic manual. Doesn't really tell you a whole lot about the flashlight. So I downloaded a PDF product fact sheet, which I'll show you in a little bit. So let's get to the flashlight itself. So it comes bubble wrapped. I think in that bubble wrap, it's in a little plastic sleeve. There you go. And there's our flashlight. Let's go ahead and lower this down and we'll go over some dimensions and do some size comparison and then show you how this flashlight works. Okay, bring this down. All right, so dimensions. For length, we have a total of 3 7/8 of an inch, or 98 millimeters, and we have a diameter of 5/8 of an inch, or 15.5 millimeters. We have a weight of 1.2 ounces with the battery. That's the same as 34 grams. Nice size. I'm liking this. Some people say that's pretty long for a small flashlight. It's not really. It's like perfect grip size. So when you're turning it on and off, I really like that size. So let's go to size comparison so you can see the differences. The original Microstream AAA powered is slightly smaller. There you go, you can see that. And there's a reason why. There's a difference, of course, in the battery length they use in here. It's a AAA sized battery, but just longer. And then they use a USB port there, which I'll show you in a moment. That's why there's a difference in size. Let's bring out a nice premium light, similar priced. This is the Phoenix LD02. And this one here has a UV secondary on it, which is really neat, and a very warm light to it. It's a 3000 Kelvin light, which is pretty nice. But it only has a 70 lumen output versus a very high output on this one. And then, of course, we have a AAA battery, and a loop rechargeable battery. Again, people are like, whoa, that's a pretty big flashlight for AAA sized. Again, if you look at these lights, they fit perfectly in the palm of your hand. Not extending much, and that's really nice to have. I'm really happy with that. Let's go ahead and show you this next to a deck of cards, and then we'll get to show you this thing in action. So there it is on a deck of cards for thickness and everything else. So yeah, we only get to talk about features too, definitely. All right, so features of the Streamlight. I don't know if I get any closer to this thing. Let's bring it down further. All right, so features. Right away in the front, we got a polycarbonate lens. And if you look there, the reflector looks like one of those TIR reflectors. I could be wrong, but it does look like that. They don't state it anywhere in their product stuff, but total internal reflection, it's a very short reflector, so I'm guessing that's what that is. You can see that's very short compared to the original Microstream, which has a deep reflector, a standard reflector there. As you can see, there's nothing going on. This looks like it even has a lens in the middle there. It's typical of those reflectors, those TIR reflectors. And there's your standard. Okay, give you an idea. So yeah, and the LED itself is the Cree 4 bulb, I think, the C4 they call it, to trademark it. They don't really give you much information on the kelvins or any of the basic information, so it's just the C4 light. It's rated at 30,000 hours, which is nice, cool. Here we have the aluminum body, which is it's got an anodized finish. They call it Mil-Spec 2. It's actually a very good finish. I think it's the same finish as this flashlight. I've had this for like 10 years, and I carry this around quite a bit, and it's not in bad shape at all. Hardly any wear on that anodized finish, so definitely a decent finishing process. I'm liking that. We got our hat and belt clip here. If you notice, you just clip it in there or you reverse it for your hat. I do like that dual purpose clip. You don't have to take and switch it around. It's ready to go in both ways. And of course we have our tail switch here on the back to actuate the two modes. We have low and high, and I'll show you how that works there in the dark in a second. So the really interesting thing is it's a USB, Streamlight Microstream USB. So you pull this open and it reveals the micro USB port. You plug that little cable into it, and over here there's a little window, and it lights up red when it's charging. When it's done charging, it turns green. If you notice, there's an O-ring right there that helps seal the flashlight up to give you a rating of IPX4, which is water resistant. So you push this back over here and push it over that O-ring, and it kind of seals it up, which is a really neat feature. I'm liking that. Of course, this unscrews to get to the battery, which I'll show you right now. Now the battery, I bought an optional battery. It's a custom battery from Streamlight, and it is rated at 350 milliamp hours. Just going to open this up here and show you the battery. It's custom made. Let's see what we got here. There you go, 3.7 volts. There's your capacity. Now on the front, you can see there it has the positive and negative terminals on the front, and on the back it has a negative terminal. So this is so it's charging, and it can operate normally with that on the tail switch. So yeah, it's definitely one of these customized batteries. It cost about $9.99 to give you an idea. So I just thought I'd have a second one. You can charge these 300 times. That's quite a long time for this flashlight. Let me get my color back, and there we go. Anytime I use blue, my camera gets crazy. So let's go ahead and go into the garage and show you some pictures of this flashlight in action. All right, so this first picture, I'm at 15 feet away from my garage door. I'm aiming the flashlight at the end there, and this is on high, and we're at 250 lumens. This runtime, expect about an hour and a half, though on the chart I'm going to show you, it drops off pretty quickly. It's about a 68 meter throw. The second last picture, it's on low, which is 50 lumens, which is really decent for a low, and it'll run 3.5 hours. That's pretty decent for 50 lumens, and the throw is about 31 meters. Let's come back to the table. Here we are. So yeah, pretty cool flashlight. We'll do a quick demo here and go over some other things I haven't touched on. I think it's a drop resistance of 1 meter. It's basic for most of these flashlights. So yeah, I think I covered most of that. Let's go ahead and do a little view here, what it's like in the dark. So I'm going to turn it on low, and we'll turn these lights off. I'm going to bring this tripod up a bit. Okay, so here it is off the table. I'm on low. I'll go to high. And this is 250 lumens. It's pretty much, everything's bright on the table, which is nice. Casting hard shadows now. Go back to low here. So you can go momentary. Wait, go to low again. Wait, goes to high. So you can see the differences there. Now color temperature, let's show you. I got the low here. Bring it away. I'll turn on the low here. This is the Phoenix LD02, and this is the Streamlight USB. You can see how it's got a more blue characteristic versus the yellow. Some people like that cool white. Some people like that warm yellow. So give you an idea how that works there. All right, let me turn the light back on. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about final thoughts of this flashlight, and then we'll wrap it up. So yeah, the final thoughts on the Microstream. We'll zoom it back on down. Downtown. So is this little guy worth $29? I would say maybe. If you need a pocket-sized High performance light, yes. If you don't need something such in high performance, you might be able just to get a simple Microstream. This guy right here. This one, it does like 45 lumens on its one setting, and it's good for most things, and it uses a AAA battery, and it's $16. So you can get, if you want to have a Streamlight product and you want something simple, just go for this one. But if you want something rechargeable, which I really dig, I think this is really awesome. Just plug that in. And it's a really well-made machine in there. You can see how that is really well made. Yeah, it's just a really good setup. And then you don't have to worry about ever changing the battery. I mean, to be honest with you, 300 charges, this thing's going to last you a heck of a long time with 300 charges. I don't know if I'll ever use this spare battery. I doubt it. But yeah, very simple mode there, as you saw. Momentary low and high. If you wait a second, it goes back to low. If you don't wait a second, it continues to do high. So if you want to strobe it on high, you can. So if you keep tapping it, it'll stay on high like that. But if you give it a few seconds, it'll go back to low. That's really handy. And of course, you can lock it in by just tapping and locking that switch. So yeah, it's a good little setup. I'm digging it. Liking everything about this light. Compact, powerful. I mean, 250 lumens really is a lot of light, and you might not need that too often, but once in a while you might want that extra little push, and this will give it to you. So is it recommended by? Again, a maybe. If you need to have that high performance boost, that high 250 lumens in a small package like this, definitely give it a go. If you need more color rendering, you might want to check out the Phoenix LD02, which I'll link below, and of course the video above there. This is definitely a premium light. For the same money, this actually feels more premium. It's not rechargeable, but it has quite a few more functions to it, and you might find yourself wanting something like this instead. So something to think about. So go ahead and lay this down there. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you. Give me a big like if you guys did. 2, if you like Streamlight products, which I do have a few more to review and show you guys. Hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified of future Streamlight reviews. And of course, 3, comment below what you think about the Streamlight Microstream USB. Would this be one you'd pick up versus the standard one, or versus a high-end Phoenix, or would you go and get that Sophene C01S, that one that's $10? That one's pretty rocking too. So let me know, guys. I appreciate it. Okay, we'll see you next video. Take care.